Alright guys, welcome to the stream. How we all doing? Hope you guys doing well. My camera doesn't seem to be working well. Maybe this will help. It's not very clear. Forget about the camera. The lights are still not working. That's not important, is it? My face can go away, but the screen is more important, right? Right. All right, guys. We are back. Testing. 1 2 1 2 1 1 2. Yeah, sounds about right. Okay, are we seeing spies charts? Hopefully we are. Yep, sounds about right. Okay. So today I am back to trading and streaming full on, hopefully. Same sort of schedule as before, starting at 8 a.m. I'll try to come down at 8. If I can't, it'll be 8:30 a.m. EST. And that'll be it. We'll just stream until about 11 a.m. Just after the open of 1 hour, 2 hours max. And that's pretty much it. About 3.5 hours. About 3 hours stream, I would say, every day. So not too bad. So let's discuss a few things. I'm just trying to clean up my watch list here. So it might take a while. I might go silent a bit. But don't worry, I'm still here. Okay, Lucy we can make you wait. WW looked really good. 1 2 3 4 days. Very nice. Let's pull back. What are we gonna do? KMX. Alright. What's popping today? Let's have a look. What is popping today? Well, we are seeing the biggest gapper. I think that might be BLBX, black box stocks. BLBX. What is up with this thing? Let's have a look. What is up with your BLBX? Ooh, okay. To merge with Evtech. So they are merging with another company. So the price action is not going to be that much unless it's that news gets cancelled or something like that. Usually merger acquisition don't provide decent opportunities. The range goes down, it dies down. They already have a pre-planned sort of merge contract. Usually in these kind of cases, so the price basically just doesn't move. So we're going to leave that alone. CFRX is another gapper. Oh, that's looking really good right now, actually, for a possible long right now. Hold on. I didn't even look at the news or anything, but right now it looks very good for a long. To start with, and then the break of 260 maybe to add. Still about 13 minutes to go to the open. Yeah, anything can happen. Still a chance. Time is okay. Timing is fine. Not worried about it too much. Yes, sir. Looks kind of good. Looks kind of good, to be honest. I'm not gonna lie. Let's tweet our live. Okay, that we're gonna definitely keep. There might be more chances later. CFRX. And then we have PRST. Let's have a look at, we'll have a look at that later. PRST is the second one that is gapping up nicely from 1.4s all the way to 2.4s. This is pretty much really good gapper, like about 40% gapper, or maybe even more. PRST 2.4, 2.37 into from 1. Yeah. So let's keep this. We're gonna look at the catalyst that's making this thing move in a minute. PRST, RXDX. There's a lot of gappers today, huh? RXDX is trading 114.20. Now it's an acquisition, isn't it? This is an acquisition. You see this, guys? It's an acquisition. So after Merck announced it will acquire the company for 200 per share in cash. So there you go, 200 per share in cash. They're gonna acquire the company. That's done. That's already almost sold anyways, RX and DX. So that's, if you didn't know how the acquisition chart looks like, this is exactly pure acquisition chart. It gaps up and then just doesn't trade. Basically no range whatsoever. So that's how acquisition looks like. That's why I know without looking at the news on this bad boy. RXDX. CNSP. CNSP is just already gapped up, came down. This was a nice little gapper, but gap and crapper kinda. But it's already, I'm gonna keep this because this has already been running Friday, and is actually attracting some more volume. Although yes, it's filling the gap, but it's attracting more volume. So we'll see. There could be opportunities both sides on this one. CNSP. Okay, so we've got CNSP done. LVTX. Nope, no, thank you. How come the volume is looking good? Oh no, sorry, DFLI. I wasn't LVTX. DFLI. That's done. That is done. It gaps up from 430 to all the way to the highs of 980s, and then just completely crashes. Now, even to the short side or to the long side, there's nothing. It's just done. Why don't I look for the longs? But well, if something's gapping up for the highs of 980 and it's trading now at 560, there's something amiss there, right? So the original sort of, this is usually to be honest, this usually comes in with a pump, and this is a typical pump and dump stock. It looks to me. I mean, I might be wrong on this one. There might be some catalyst behind it, but it's pure pump and dump. Because if something is very strong and genuine move, without people pumping it or without people playing games with the stock, it will just, first of all, the stock doesn't go like this if there's no massive news, right? And if there is massive news and it's the right one, then it's going to trade slowly, pull back, and then starts to trend higher and higher. But it's not going to go like that, you know, parabolic and then crash. That's it, done. That's why I'm not keeping that. Although it looks interesting. We might put an alert at 7, just in case if they decide to pump this thing again. Just in case. But to be honest, I'll probably look for shorts on this one. But it's dangerous as well. First day looking for shorts on these kind of stocks could get you in trouble. So be very careful if you're trading anything like this. OBLG, KRBP. Okay, let's have a look at OBLG. OBLG had a good decent run on Friday as well, similar to CNSP. They might be related. Gaps up today and then gap fills. So I'm not really interested unless I put it on the other watch list. It's just that the volume is not that great either as well. So I'm not too keen on this one, to be honest. I'll just keep it just in case if it starts to move. KRBP, again, not very good gapper. It is a gapper, but it's just like failing off, similar to what we saw on the one that we were not going to take, which was the FLI, right? Yeah, look at this. Massive move, and then retraces back almost all the move, right? So same way, we've got our KRBP as well, right? Gaps up, massive move, comes back and retraces back the whole move. So that's pretty much what I see. Bottom of a barrel, that's done, obviously, and we have got all done. Let's have a look at gap downs. Yeah, SAI gap down. This could be a nice opportunity, this one, for possible shorting, but I think this is quite expensive. I'll have to check. Also, this is an NIR isn't it? NIR seems to be interesting. What's the volume on it? Volume is bad. We're looking at basically 6 million volume for a $5 stock. Not very good. So I'm gonna leave that NIR. In fact, leave the other one as well, because PTP I already have. Yeah, I'm not too keen, to be honest. All right. Well, that's pretty much it, guys. Let's try to open up the camera. That camera quality is horrible, right? I know, but I guess you'll have to deal with that. Anyways. What's up, Morning Oasis? How's it going, buddy? Welcome, guys. Let's see. Everything seems to be working fine. Now, let's talk about the watch list. We've got our SPY that is still showing strength in the short term. Medium term is still in that choppy zone. We cannot call it a bull market or a bear market. It's just, at least what it's doing right now is basically it's actually contracting its price action. So it's just going tighter and tighter and tighter. So a breakout or a breakdown could be imminent. So let's just wait. It is at that point where it's actually about to break out. 412 break. Right about, actually, you know, today might be a deciding factor, because one is Monday. Second, if it takes out this yesterday's close and stays above yesterday's close, it's gonna go from red to green. So right now it's actually opening up almost to the tick of the close of yesterday, which is basically no gap at all, which is hard to see, which is kind of rare in the SPY or the market. So basically there hasn't been any news over the weekend to move the market, right? So, which could be a good thing, because usually Fridays we could see some sort of a fade off after this kind of move. We had a week that had green week. So if we look at this, hold on a second. Who's here? What's up, buddy? Silver is here, guys. Welcome. Good to have you, buddy. Let's go. Silver's back. Silver is back. Are you back for good, or just saying hi? How you been, man? First of all, you been good? We did miss you a lot. We missed you a lot, buddy. Trust me. Let's get it. Yeah. Yes, sir. So, yeah, good to have you back, buddy. Definitely welcome you back. Hopefully you've been okay. Good. That's nice to hear. So if you didn't know, silver is one of the old, one of the usual suspects, basically. So yeah, it's part of the gang. He's part of the gang, the gang that started the whole thing. Eventually, hopefully in the few years' time, we will say, we'll have quite a lot of followers saying, you know, the only 4 or 5 people who actually really sort of stuck by. hopefully you guys will be the one who will be carrying the thing, carrying the community. Good to have you back. Anyways, let's just go around and talk about SPY. SPY. Yeah, that's why I think SPY, I believe if it stays the way it is, it's going to look strong. And we might have a nice little run. So I'm a bit long biased on SPY. So we'll have a look at the big names, which is showing relative strength. So SPY. Also, don't ignore the fact that we did have quite a bit of few weeks of nice move up. We might get a day or two's red day until like 405s or so, which is quite normal as well. So we should not ignore the fact that it could do that. But if it shows strength, then we'll look for something nice on the long side. TGTX. TGTX, I don't know why I kept it, because it was a really decent long as a swing trade, but I need to remove that. CXAI had decent 2 days run. 1, 2. Friday basically gaps up huge. So Thursday runs from, let's say, 1.6, goes all the way to 10s almost, and then ends up closing about 7s, which is a strong close, as you can see for Thursday. Look at this. Look at the way it ran. Gaps up and holds this gap and just completely closes huge. And then second day, nobody expected this, right? So it actually gaps up huge in mid pre-market around 5:20 a.m. early, very early. So basically it goes all the way to 70, unbelievable, right? And then crashes down. And sometimes you can get into one of these during pre-market that could yield you really, really good amount of percentage of move or RRs, but also can get you in big, massive trouble as well. But yeah, so it crashes down, still basically a huge gap from where it closed, 670, all the way trading at the 12 or closing at 14. Still a good gap, still high up there. Are we going to see another sort of push to the downside? I think it depends on the catalyst. What was the catalyst behind this whole thing, 2 days of move? So this started moving about 413. I think we looked at it on Thursday, if I'm not mistaken. Oh, I didn't actually trade on Thursday. Dude, yeah, I think the news might be way up there. 13. Anyways, whatever the case, guys, I mean, this could be a big catalyst, but if it was a massive catalyst, they should have held this on. The fact that it's actually closed red shows weakness. We could have a follow through today as well, which means we could see another red day. I'm looking for shorts on this one. CXAI. PTPI. I mean, this one really went for it on Friday. Goes from 1.5 all the way to 8.5. Huge, massive run. So this is strange. I mean, if anybody knows about this, surges to 6 months about Thursday close. Okay, why is it surging? RXTX. PTPI. Let's have a look at PTPI. Okay, claim that. So why is it moving? So there's no news specific related catalyst on this one. So that could it be a pump? It doesn't look like a pump, to be honest, because if it was pump and dump, we would have seen this coming down to this equilibrium, which is around 1, sub 1. It's still pushing though. Nevertheless, this could provide decent opportunities. If it starts to push beyond 5, we could see some more push coming into it. But I think we might see a bigger drop today as it starts to push. So we'll see. We'll wait for the backside on this one. CNSP, similar to that one, but CNSP is already weaker. Again, similar idea. Something's pushing this. And today might be the day that it actually collapses. But also could be the day that it squeezes even further. So that's why I kept it. BFRG, very bad intraday price action. Just a little bit of a really neat price action here and here. There's some really decent price structure here. Actually, when it comes to looking at this now, I can say that it's not actually bad price action. It's lovely, to be honest. Look at this reversal off of 200 EMA on 5 minutes. Double bottom, and in fact a better double bottom, because the second one is higher and goes towards the VWAP and so there's a lot of opportunities on this one we can keep. By the way, market is open, guys. Well, best of luck, and let's do this. Let's catch some decent moves. OBLG is also second day continuation opportunity. Probably today, if it starts to trade above 3, there could be another opportunity for some longs. But if you look at the daily on this bad boy OBLG, every time it pops, gets hit really badly by short sellers. So don't expect too much from it. Today it might run, yes, it does usually run for a few days sometimes, but it gets crashed as well. So gappers, let's keep an eye on gappers. This one is CFRX, is the one that I'm paying attention to. On the break of 260, I'm going to take this as a scalp. On the break of 260, I will be taking this as a scalp. When I say scalp, I mean I'll see what it does, but my exits will be quite quick on this one. So will be my stop. So this is expected. It's a pretty expected price action right now, what it's doing. CFRX. CFR is drifting down a bit. We'll come back and revisit that. Let's have a look at PRST. PRST looks kind of not too bad, to be honest, because it's a gapper that's not really faded off big time. So this could be one of those that actually runs. So I don't mind taking this one as well. Really, I'm liking that, to be honest. PRST. I want this to be creating some sort of a price action, but the volume is picking up massive and it's kind of running, so yeah. CNSP, let's have a look at CNSP. CNSP as well is not doing terrible. CNSP is doing kind of okay, creating some sort of price action. Okay, so let's go back to our 1 minute chart on these bad boys. Let's go. Yeah, that PRST just broke out of this. I think we might have missed this one, guys. We might have missed that one. CFRX getting ready, at least for this one. 251s I might take early as well. 250, yeah, 55s. Okay, oh, I couldn't get much, to be honest, but I'll average in 260, 262s, 262s. Okay, I had to average in a little bit. I got a bit late, but I think average is about 260. I got 260 average, guys, on this long, but I'm just gonna mark it later, guys. Yeah, there we go. Let's go. Okay, here we go. 280 is getting hit. 282s, 82s are getting hit. 83s, 80s. Okay, I took some out. 80s a little bit though, not too much. It's still strong though. Still strong. There we go, 290s, 87s. Okay, here we go. Just still have to be watching this quite close. It still could do a big wash. I just want to wait for this pullback, what it does. If this pullback is with low volume and it holds up its own, then there might be at point as well. So on the break of 3 could be huge. If this thing breaks and starts trading over 3, it could be huge. But I'm about to take something here as well, guys. 297s, yeah. So I'll mark up later, guys. I'll mark up. I've taken 2 partials. My average is about 260, and my average on the exit might be about 285, something like that. 287s, something like that. Average exit. So it's not too bad. Right now, I could just put it on the. Oh wow! Okay, there we go. Push, push, push. Let's go. Are we gonna hold? 310. 310. Okay, let's go. 315s. 311s. 309s. Okay, here we go, here we go. Here we go, another push coming in. 313, 315s, big numbers. Not huge though, it's getting taken out. 315s, huge numbers, yes, back. Yeah, actually there are some numbers there. It takes them out. This can rip now, guys. Hold on. This can rip, guys. Yes, catching a lot of attention, is catching a lot of short sellers as well. So yeah, interesting. Right, this has been good trade, guys. So basically now I can mark it up because my stop is almost my average is about 260. I think 262 average. Around this area here, guys. Okay, it's going for another run. Let's wait for that. There we go. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. Push. Push, push, push. It's trapping a lot of short sellers. Trapping a lot of short sellers. That's why we're seeing a lot of aggression to the upside. Let's go. Maybe another partial SDU on this one. I just get a bit nervous when things start to move like this fast. I get a bit anxious, not anxious, but like a bit wary of my partials, which could be a bad thing, it could be a good thing. 35, 36. 33, that's fine. 35. Another partial came in 33. So yeah, that's fine. I'm okay with that. It could hold now. But these partials are small because I am leaving some decent size to make sure that I catch a good runner. The partials came in like this, 280s, somewhere there. And then to just before 3 came in like this, 290, something there. So this is it, guys. I mean, traded at around on the average. I took 2 trades here. One was 250 something. The other one was on the break of 260. So average of 262. And partial. That's it. And I think, if this trade is the way it is, I'm not losing anything on this one. In fact, it's a really decent winner. My third partial, you normally get about 2 partials, but this has given me third partial as well, so it's a good thing. I can put my stop break even now and not worry about it at all. It's a free trade right now, and that's it. One and done, guys. See you tomorrow, I guess. Anyway, so that has been a lovely gap and go setup there. Beautiful, because this is the only one that I was mentioning, guys. Even before market opened, I was mentioning I want to take this here long, right there somewhere, but it was getting so close to the open that I just gave up on that idea. But it looked really nice. Why? It gaps up basically with some decent force. I didn't even look at the catalyst, to be honest, but the price action basically tells you. So it does drift up a bit. I would say not the 50%, but maybe less than 50% pullback, which is very healthy. But this price action that you see, this curling back up and recovering the VWAP slowly, not very fast, slowly, is a big clue here, because they are basically slowly building up more position. This is a slow build up of a position that looks like that over the pre-market. Although volume wouldn't say much, but if I zoom into the pre-market volume, it will start to say much, because you will start to zoom into the volume. You see what I mean? So on the pullback, lower volume. You see this volume, lower. No selling at all happening. And all of a sudden, buildup of the volume comes in and then reclaims the VWAP and holds around the VWAP. This has a squeeze written all over it. And look at this. I mean, to the tick, holds up to the VWAP. And then when I was watching it on the open, I was expecting it to pull back to the lows of the VWAP anyways, which it did to the tick. I wish I could take it a bit early on the bounce, but sometimes it could be a bit too early. I was kind of looking at around 250 break. I was a bit late, 2-3 cents, but that's fine. Perfect. It can be perfect entry. And yeah, the rest is history. Beautiful. Daily looks good. The first day of the gapper. It's not the second day or third day. Although this stock has the history of basically gap and crapping. So that's probably why a lot of short sellers got stuck on it over here. For example, people might have actually front side shorted, front shorted it, taken the front side of it, whatever, I forgot the name for it. But look at this now. It's looking really great. And they got trapped basically. And then after this, they said, okay, this is all day fader. We're gonna, pile up on the shorts. And then they pile up on these shorts. And then as it starts to bounce, this is the squeeze that came in because of the short sellers getting trapped on it, or more buyers. If it's more buyers coming in this much, I don't think it's all buyers. They are all probably the stop losses for the short sellers anyways. If a lot of buyers came in to move it like that, that's even better, because there's so much demand that it doesn't even care really. Like, it's bringing more and more players in the game to the long side. So looking really good. There was a lot of other opportunities as well, but CNSB, this one looks kind of okay. It's also one of those gap and go type of. This is also looking okay. Not really keen on the volume. The volume is basically good. Still looks good. I'll have a shot at this one as well, guys. With the low of 226, the break of. I'm gonna start at the break of 240. Break of 240, 242, 242. Okay, 240 is fine. All right, 242 I got in, 242, and I just need it to be breaking the highs, and if it doesn't do it very quickly, I'm going to exit it very quickly. I wouldn't probably let it take out the 225s. So 224, okay, so it's pulling back. 240, okay, so there's pressure. It's not probably ready. I mean, I am early on it for sure. I am early on it. But on the break of 250, I might add to it, depending on how it goes. 240 back to the entry. So let me just mark this up, guys, for you, for the reference. 242 is the entry with a stop just under the low of day, guys, just under the low of day here. Okay, here we go. And our CFRX is doing great. I might be looking into one more partial and then just let this thing run, do its thing. I wouldn't have anything else left. 360 break. This is still breaking and rushing towards the high of day. 260. I mean, this thing has moved from my entry $1. So, I mean, that's huge for a $3 stock. This is not yet ready to move, so I'm gonna probably exit it with the 2 cents loser or 3-4 cents loser right now. Yeah, I'm out. So on this one, guys, it was a very quick one. 238, just about 4 cents loser. This one. It just didn't do it. It just didn't have that momentum to basically carry on. Maybe I'm too early on it. So 238 was the one on this one. We'll leave that one alone. It's just a small loser, but CFRX though. Let's go CFRX. Let's go. It's pulling back. I was kind of waiting for it to take the 4th partial, but I really don't have to. Okay, it's bouncing now. PRST is bouncing, guys. I might take another shot at it at the break of 245. PRST at the break of 245. I had to chase it, guys. I had to chase it. 247 or something like that I got. Maybe a bit. PRST. Yeah, this is 247. Yeah, so it's a chase size anyways. On the break of this high of day, I'll add to it. On the break of high of day. Same stop. I could be putting a stop under the 230s. Under 230s, I could be putting it like that. I'm a bit aggressive on the stop. There we go. It's pushing now. Oh wow, okay. Get ready. 82s, some partial. 82s. I've taken a big partial on this one, guys. 82s. So I'm because it moved so quick, and hopefully we'll get some halt on this bad boy. Beautiful, beautiful. 282s, and there's a lot of numbers on the ask, but it's taken out. It's getting taken out. There we go. Let's go. 290s. Are we halting? Come on, go for a halt at least once. Come on, one of the stocks. Come on, come on. If it breaks 3 again, this could run. If it breaks 3, this could run. Let's go, baby. Let's go, baby. Zell is going to be disappointed today. Zell is going to be disappointed. 303. Why he's not here? All right, oh wow, okay. All right, taking more off, guys. 317, 317, 317. Whoa, whoa. I'm done. I'm done, guys. Thank you very much. $317 and 282. Oh, this thing is pure squeeze. All right, so I most of my things have been out on this one, 317s, so I don't care. Now it could come down and take my stop out on the break even. That's fine. I don't care. It's already a big trade, so yeah. Let's go. Let's go. So basically today, 2 for 2, 2 trades taken, both of them basically still running, and it's given a massive R for me. This thing is also pulled back, which I was expecting, and if it does give us nice little pattern here, I might add one partial that I took here. That's pretty much it, but I'm done with this trade almost. So I'll trade it with the VWAP. Actually, I'm wrong. Three trades, two winners on this PRST. Remember, we had a very small 4 cents loser. Look at this 4 cents loser and look at the winner. That's what I like to see, guys. I could see these 4 cents loser like 3-4 times before I actually catch these, and usually I do see them because you know me. I am most of the time early on the trade. Now, this is a very good example of why I am very stubborn on entering early. Now, I wouldn't recommend you guys to do that if you don't have experience. But for me, this is a great example. If you're not in early, right? If you're not in early, there's no way you can chase this thing. There's no way. I mean, if you do chase this thing, where are you going to chase and where is your stop going to be? There's not this determined stop, or you wouldn't find a stop. And even if you do put a stop, it's going to be huge, right? Technical stop loss I'm talking about. So it pays off sometimes trying to look for the entry early. There was an entry on the break of 255, but I mean, I think it was so fast that I just didn't even have the chance to do it. Again, with this one, the only it's not a regret, but sometimes when something runs really fast, you just wish that you had taken a bigger size. But that size is big enough for me to be for a day trade. CNSP is popping as well. So all these gappers that we put on, by the way, did I put on the watch list today? I didn't, did I? Okay, let me just post this. Sorry. Hold on, guys. So, watch list. Here we go. Watch list. As you can see on the gappers, we have. This is our gappers. Oh, CNSP is moving. So that's the watch list. We were looking at these ones, PPTO, CNSP. CNSP is on the main watch as well as on the gappers. So we had CFRX, PRST, CNSP. All of these are moving. So CNSP is moving now, a bit late, but it actually has a Friday big momentum as well. So this has quite a bit of room as well. I'm just going to wait up on it because this looks like a chase to me right now. But a really good move. The good thing about this one is it gave us a really nice, decent reversal pattern, but a very quick one. As you can see, look at the volume, right? Look at the volume as the price did. It's supporting the price. Lovely. So 3 for 2, 2 for 3. And yeah, I couldn't ask for more. Let's have a look at the other ones. SPY. SPY is just a bit boring at this point. Looking at the other ones. PRST is moving more, guys. PRST is actually taking out the highs again. See what it does. Yeah, this news is something to do with also, oh, it's gapping down, so it's not gapping, it's just washing down big time, so right, guys, if this actually takes out 3, I'll be out. I'll be out of the trade, the whole trade. If it takes out if it starts trading under 3, I'll be out. That's the update on this one. And I'm just, why am I not taking it out here? Because it could be one of those pullback. It looks like a rug pull, but it could be one of those big, massive profit taking, and then it rips. That's why I want to give it a chance for the runner to run. I could take it out now. It looks like a rug pull, to be honest, but let him. I don't mind risking 10-15 cents on this one on the runner. Yeah, I'll do that. In fact, I'll put a hard stop on it. Yeah, so I'm not worried about that. If it takes 3, then I'm out. Great. It's about to take the 3. Might come out early here, guys. I'm just waiting for that 3. Wow, look at that. 3 held to the tick, but is it going to be strong enough to hold? I don't think it's going to be strong enough to hold, but I might be wrong. I might be wrong on this one. 3 is holding. No, it might not hold for too long. And if it starts to weaken, I might exit early as well, because yeah, I'm out. I'm out, guys. In fact, it's very, very accurate, this one here. It's just a little bit higher. Yeah, it's very accurate, the exit. So very, very good trade, guys. Went in at around the average of close 247, something like that, and then partial, and there was another partial due at 3. I was kind of waiting for 360, but I was blind enough to not see 350 rejection because I already had taken the second partial quite a bit though. So really, really decent trade. Average of about what, 3 from 247s to 3. Yeah, so 50 cents average profit for a $3 stock. 50 cents for a $3 stock, right? What is that? What is that? Over around 15%? Over 15%? Not too shabby. 15% move, to catch a 15% move on a stock is big. And same goes for the other one. The other one I'm still holding on because I like the way it's moving. CFRX. This is actually right now, it might be an add point because we are seeing that trend line, short-term trend line broken here. But we just need to confirm it with the volume. Volume isn't there yet, but it could actually pick up now. It is rising, so that's your add point there. That's your add point there. It is at the highs. On the bounce of 3 was a better add point though. The volume picked up here as well right now. This could now be trailed with the VWAP. All right, okay, let this calm down, and 240 break, 340 break might be the add here. 340 break. Okay, 336. All right, so if it breaks that 337, I'm gonna be taking long on this one, which is basically right there. 337, 338. I'll take long again. I mean, basically add. So probably these two that I've taken early, I could add those back in. 338 break. 338, 340 break. Okay. It's looking like it wants to take out now. Let's have a look. 330 break could be decent. All right, so we're seeing the wash coming in. So that 337, 335 area is holding really strong. There's quite a lot of sellers there, so we might have to withstand a bigger pullback now, maybe towards the 3 again, and see what it does. If it starts to bounce again, we might have another opportunity. But yeah, already looking very, very decent. Wow, TGTX keeps going, guys. Whew. This is every day is actually punishing me for not taking it. Every day. TGTX, nice, beautiful. It's just, yeah. All right, let's have a look at our other swings. I'm gonna talk about this, guys. If I don't know whether you guys took it or not, these two. So here's the thing. Is today's late, guys. IoT today is late. DKNG today is late. But I did mention on Friday. And even on Thursday, guys, these two, DKNG and IoT, is a play. There's a swing play on this one. So now I am on in both of those, but I don't know whether anybody took this. But let me see if I can actually pull that up. So as you can see, guys, this was my watch list for the last week for the swing early week. I think Monday or Tuesday I posted this out and I said, okay, guys, these are the list of the list of the swing ideas I'm posting because it could be in play. So DKNG IoT was one of them right at the top, right? And Roblox and FNGU. We'll look at the Roblox and FNGU as well. CFRX is washing down big time, by the way, but anyways, that's the trade. And also remember, don't forget that Bitcoin was in a great spot for swing few days ago. I did mention this in the general chat. So Mara Riot should be looking good, but might be late on them. So we'll go through that as well. So now, next day, I believe, or mid-week, IoT was a swing entry today. This was probably Wednesday, I think, or Tuesday. 20 break is better. My setup in few days. So 20 break on IoT. IoT and DKNG could be valid for swing today. So the reason why I say could be valid is because it has to break the structure. As you can see, look at this, guys. I mean, this is just a thing of beauty. It was just at the time, Friday and Thursday was the day for this to break. And let's go back to DKNG's Friday price action. All right, Friday it had really unusual price action though. This is the Friday's one, right? So now, if you had taken this here, anywhere here, you would have been knocked out, right? You would have been out on it at the low of day for a swing idea, or maybe day trading. It would have been out. It was a really, really bad price action. But the opportunity came for it in the late day, pretty much both of them. So opportunity was basically it just didn't drift down as much as I thought it was gonna do, and then really reclaimed that VWAP with. If you look at this volume, right about here somewhere, right when it starts to break, it really starts to go for it. The volume starts to pick up, as you can see, with these green bars. It starts to pick up, stays over the VWAP. I mean, if you were not looking at this in the end, right here somewhere, you probably missed it. But there was an opportunity on it on Thursday, but if anybody had taken it on Thursday, you might have gotten stopped out of it. This was the day on Thursday. I did mention today also could set up, so there was a setup here. And later during the day, it probably would have taken you out for your stop under VWAP anyway, so that would have been fail. But Friday did a good job of keeping this up, and now today is the main day moving. Today also might be the day you could actually cash this. Let's say if it does pull back towards that 940s, 945s, we could still be involved in this. I'm not gonna lie, we could still be involved in this, but I'm already like right here. I could average in or average up, whatever you like to call it. I'll look into this one as well, guys. It looks good. I'm gonna add to this one today as well. I think my average was about 19 or so on this one. So IoT did a really good run late day, as you can see, midday to late day. Initially, as you can see, it was really not interesting. Initially, it was just chopping around, but if you had taken anything on this one, it would have probably been low of the stop, and you would have kept it. And basically, this thing is just a thing of also really looking really decent. I mean, just beautiful. I want to talk about this daily, guys. It's very, very important to understand what happens when something strong holds, especially IoT. So I think IoT is late, but DKNG definitely is there. So hope nobody caught that. The volume was a bit low side, on the low side, yes, but you know, for swings, sometimes you've got to be a little bit flexible. I'm not too fussy on the volume, especially on stocks that hold strong. Nicely, CFRX is bouncing back up. On IoT, but never took. Okay, you kept an eye on. Okay, yeah, IoT kind of, yeah, it was really, my thingy was, the daily was very, very, very good on this one. Intraday, I'm not too keen on these kind of price actions, but daily was just supporting us so bad. I just couldn't ignore it. And these ones really tend to run nicely. PRST. Yeah. PRST was, dude, PRST just, just popped like that. It could still, there could still be plays on this one. Just remember, it could get overcrowded, which means the pop and the drops might not be as quick as you think it might be. So be careful if you're going to take this. I'm out of this, as you can see. I could have held it until the entry, but to be honest, this was a trade that's done. You know, it's very, very nice. I think about 3 was my average, but it looks good right now on the break of 320. It looks actually good for long. I'm not gonna lie. So yeah, PRST looks not too bad. The CFRX also I'm willing to add, actually, because it did pop down towards the P3s, and I'm willing to add on this one as well, CFRX. Right on the break of, where did I say, 337, 340s. Oh shit, that's bad, man. I mean, I feel your pain, because that's terrible. I do always keep a manual backup of my chart settings, always. So you want to go to the data folder of your platform and then basically copy all the themes and whatever you see. Just copy it to your OneDrive or something like that. I always back them up. Very easy to restore it back. But yeah, well, you'll get it back. But today has been, as I was mentioning, Zell, you're missing out big time, bro. Two of the probably you probably would have taken these anyways, because they did definitely look good. I mean, even now, like, look at this. It looks really good. I mean, there's no point. like, apart from the volume, it's not really saying that it wants to really crash down. Like, it did pull back nice and decent, and if it breaks 340, it's got ways to go. Yeah, 340 break could lead to 360 break. So yeah, that's why I'm looking to add. The other trade is done. PRST is done, very, very big. This one was big, guys. This one was way bigger than the other one, CFRX, because my stop was very tight on this one. You don't need to trade anything yet. Oh, this is coming into play, guys. Just watch this. On the break of 332, I'm gonna add, and then on the break of 340, I might add some more as well, because I can. So look, 330. Yeah, it stops being fun if you do it over and over again, which trade Thinkorswim was actually, for me, the whole Windows software was crashing for like two, 3 times. It does, doesn't it? Yeah, Silver, it really does, but it just takes a while. It's like a week if you stay and start trading or looking at the charts, it will become very, very normal. All right, here we go. 332 break. Okay, 332 didn't break yet. No, it didn't break. Okay, here we go. Okay, just volume coming in. Okay, 330, 327. I don't want to take it on the way down as it's rejecting from it. Although the main area is 340 break. I'm kind of thinking after it breaks 340, it might be too late. You know what? I'm gonna wait on this one, guys. Just gonna wait on this one because it's just I feel like there's more price action left on it before it starts to break out. But look at this volume though. The volume is rising right now, and this is not good when it's rejecting from that 335 area. The volume picked up, so that's not good. So I'm gonna stick to this trailing stop here. Why not? Still stand by my breakout of 340s. Add, definitely. What else am I missing, guys? Am I missing anything else? CNSP was also one of those that was starting to move for second day continuation, which already did a good job. That's why I didn't take it. This is a good trade not taken. Sometimes now it might give us a chance, guys. This will probably give us a chance later on or within the next 5 to 10 minutes or an hour, because it's actually attempting to go for it. Look at the volume picking. Actually, this is not too bad now. The only issue is we have 4 level, as well as we've got that VWAP that is struggling from. So I'm keeping an eye on this one as well, guys. Why not? Because if you're in the zone, don't run away. Okay, so there's a lot of I'm pretty sure a lot of volume. 4 breaks. I want to make sure that 4 stays broken. Huge volume coming in, and it's holding. This is a good thing about it. It's holding, guys. This is a good opportunity, I think. Volume. The only issue is the VWAP. Well, we could wait for the VWAP to break and then see what it does, but sometimes it's a bit late. So I might start here. I just remember it's only a starter. Only a starter. 401. Let's go for break 404 and we'll be good. break 404. Okay, that's not a bad close. It's not a bad close actually. It's just a bit risky around VWAP though. That's the thing. VWAP could be a big play area. VWAP tends to be very big play. Okay, starter not bad. Okay, starter, why not? 405. It's actually, yeah. I didn't think it was like this spready. It's quite spready actually. I was looking at 4 on the bid, 405 on the ask, believe it or not. So 405 guys. I didn't look at the spread that much though. I gave up on this one like 4 or 5 cents, which I usually don't do, but it's a starter. I'm gonna wait for it to actually take out 330, this area here. So it's a very, very small size, very small. So your stop basically, or for my stop, is basically under the yesterday's high, 340. Now, it starts to trade over the VWAP. I'm going to start adding to it, which means my stop is going to come closer to 380s, under 4s. As long as it's starting to trade over 4s, my stop, if I can bring it back close under 4s, then I can actually put some position in it. At this point, it's just a play thing. Wow, Mara. Also, let's remind ourselves of we'll keep an eye on this one. I'm not too worried about it as it's a very small portion. Let's look at the Bitcoin I mentioned last week. All right, so Riot and Mara is also the ones that initially I messaged about on the Discord. I think it was one of these days. Riot wasn't very clear, but Mara was the one that was really decent. This is the day. Okay, so this is the day. I think this day or that day. Let's just zoom in. This day or that day. What is that? 410, 46, 410. This is the one I mentioned. This day I mentioned that look, Riot Bitcoin's daily. Let me bring out the Bitcoin because I want to make sure that we got it right. So here's Bitcoin's daily, guys. All right. So Bitcoin's daily, as I mentioned, I was looking at it here, this area here. It could have been this day here. I did mention, guys, look, Bitcoin's daily is looking really, really decent. So start looking for something maybe on Mara or Riot. So on our this is 11th of 4. Now 11th of 4, I didn't mention that 11th of 4. I reminded people on the swing ideas, but I mentioned it on the general chat on the 10th of the 4th, which is the day before the breakout. Don't forget that Bitcoin was in great spot for swing few days ago. Yeah, I didn't mention this in general chat. So Mara and Riot should be looking. So anybody who took Mara or Riot is laughing right now. I'm not gonna lie. So because we are talking about a price entry of like sub $9 and it's trading at $12 now. Mara and Riot should be the similar case scenario. The sub $10 entry, and it's trading right now at, it actually went all the way to 14s and it's got more room. So there you go. The other one that I was watching for swing was, and I'm still watching, could be this one is not very, very healthy chart. FNGU break of 100, but it's ways to go to break the 100. So I'm just watching that. Again, I think on this one, if it breaks 97s, there is opportunity to take. AI is taking off a little bit. This one also I'm watching. It's drifting down. I don't like it. AMD. But definitely this could provide some swing ideas as well on the break of ideally 94, 95. So yeah, this could be the day that it bounces as well. AMD, not gonna lie, AMD looks good. The more I look at it, it kind of looks good for a bounce day today. And if it doesn't happen today, we might see it later. And if we don't see it later, we might actually see it tomorrow or the next few days. But the bounce is definitely due. Right now, you know, the bounce might be coming into this one because we are seeing the SPY also bouncing nicely. So this could, I want to really, on the break of that 90, I want to go for this one. The only issue with this one is, dude, PRST is getting ready for another push, guys. PRST is getting ready for another push. CNSP, yeah, washing off a little bit. Yeah, I might exit this one, guys. Good that you reminded me. 375. CNSP 375s. So it wasn't ready, basically. It's not going to be ready. 375s. I'm out. A very small one, guys. I didn't even pay attention to it. I could have kept it for the low of day, but that's fine. CNSP right here. It might take a while before it actually right there. Although I could have waited for this bounce. Stop could have been under the low of this one, but I don't like. I wanted to make sure that it stays over 4. That's why I took this, and I couldn't have taken any partial because it wasn't a big enough of a. You know, let's say, for example, you're taking on this 1,000 shares, right? It's kind of like 100 shares. it's kind of like 100 shares. So what am I going to do with that, right? So I'm just giving you an example of the percentage that I took on this one. I couldn't have taken anything here, and my partial is just, yeah, the stop is just nothing. I'll wait for this one to reclaim the VWAP. If it does, then there might be some chances there. CFRX, the one we are in, it's actually not looking good. It's really looking like it wants to really wash up. CFRX. The good thing about this though is that every time it actually goes towards 3s, it actually gets bought up. So it's taking its time before it wants to take out that 340 maybe. It'll be interesting to watch this one, guys. I'm still in it. That's why, because I want to be in it when it starts to run. Thanks for the CNSP reminder, because I probably would have gotten stuck on that one, even though small share size. But yeah, that would have bugged me up. PRST. Right now it looks not too bad, to be honest. It's the first day. The daily on this one is pretty much better than CFRX because it's the first day. I think this is right now is looking not too bad. Right now it's not looking bad, guys. CFRX. Is there another entry to it? If I was in this trade, I would have blindly taken an ad. No problem whatsoever. But taking another trade right now, however, it's actually building up though. It's really building up. The volume is not helping. Volume isn't helping. If volume was good, then I would have taken that on the 3 break. There it goes, you see? That's why I was very, very careful. All right, so this is also kind of giving up. Kind of. Good that we didn't take it. Nice. This one, however, is different. This is just holding. It's holding its strength. Actually, CFRX daily is, I'm wrong. CFRX daily is much better. I was thinking about CNSP because it's a second day. CNSP, that's why. That's why it's just all automatic. It's all automatic. CRSP, CFRX is looking good. And I'm glad that I'm out of this. I'm glad that I'm out of ERST, because the way that it actually washed off right now, right there, and the follow through came in after that, it wasn't good. It really wasn't good. It's like proper push down. Although if you look at this, the volume rose up here and then started to decline and then went for it, stretched out. The volume didn't do much, and then did I miss anything on this one? I feel like I missed something on this one, guys. I feel like why is the volume on these moves so low? I mean, this declining volume. So I might be wrong on this one, guys. I'm not gonna lie. It's okay, guys. CFRX. 227s. I'm adding about 228. 228 added, guys. 228. 328, sorry. Oh, that was the last thingy. Okay, caught me. All right, it caught me. Oh, the big drop. Yeah, it caught me. I could still be under that 285. It's just an ad, guys. It's not a new trade. If it was a new trade, I wouldn't have taken it, but it's just an ad. I might exit under 3, guys, here, because it's a wash. It's a rug pull. Out. So yeah, still a great trade. Right there, I exited early, guys. This is a rug pull. This is definitely a rug pull, because it basically wanted to trap the longs, the new longs. It actually did very, very nicely. This volume, look at this volume. At the point that it was getting created, it looked really good, and it was too late for me to exit. But it is the ad as well. It's one of these ads. Nothing really bothers the trade at all. It's already a really great runner and a winner. So yeah, that was a good try. And this stock was like, good try. I caught you. Yes, you caught this one, but I caught you on this one. That's fine. If you catch me on a 100 shares, that's fine. If I can catch you on a 1,000 share, it's like, yeah. We'll trade that every single time, no problems. So like, dude, Snicker, what's up? How's it going, buddy? Microsoft, are we talking about? PRST is still alive. Although this kind of feels like it's dead. What? No. This feels like it's dead for a while, at least, for the moment. And PRST, however, is actually alive. I might have made wrong analysis on this one when it comes to volume on this push down. I thought this was the rug pull and this is the start of the new move down. I don't think that is true. I might take my words back on that one, guys. I might try this one for a scalp on the break of 310, guys. 310 has huge numbers, and if it does break that, I'm going to be very quick on this one though. 310, yeah, 311 is huge numbers as well. PRST. Dude, that's bad, man. That's bad. Feel for you, buddy. That's why you need to have proper broker. 311s. Okay, there's some resistance here, guys. From 311s all the way to 320s, there's big resistance, but if it takes them out, then I think it could actually squeeze in big time. This has quite a big potential to squeeze in. So 311s, I'm ready to take, just waiting for the 311s. I'm in 311s, guys. 311s on PRST, and this is also doing the same thing as the other one. Wow. Somebody watching me? Is someone watching me on the stream from the brokers? So what's happening? 311, guys. That's fine. It's only some of what I took from it. Okay, it's not looking bad. It's not looking bad. I like this. I like this pullback. Okay, there we go. Let's go. Let's go. 320 needs to break. If 320 breaks, then we will be good on this one. I could exit under threes. So it's a really tight stop as well, guys. Yeah, this could provide some decent trade as well. I think if I could catch this one for a move to the high of day, it'll be a really good trade. This is only about, what, 20 cents stop? Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. Squeeze coming in. Squeeze coming in. Let's go. Let's go. 347, 350, 350, 350, 352. Oh, okay. 350s. 350s, guys. Took some out. What a day. This breaks the high of day. Watch out. Just relax. Relax. The reason I'm not getting too excited is because my wife is gonna wonder what's happening. All right, halt is coming, guys. I'm done for the week, by the way, guys. Done for the week. More due for the... Let's go, let's go, let's go. Yeah, Silver, you're back. That's why. Why do you think I'm always telling you, come back, bro? It's probably you. I'm pretty sure it's you. Remember the days you were here? I was always hitting massive R's. Those days are back, baby. Maybe I should pay you. Dude, to be honest, I'm not gonna lie. I haven't seen this kind of day for ages. I can say ages because my trading has been on and off, and not because I haven't been successful or anything. It's just been on and off because I haven't been coming to trading every single day. Something comes up. There it goes. There it goes. 380s. Break that. This is more squeeze return all over it because it's just the more it takes out the high of day, the more it traps other short sellers. They are forced to actually buy back the stock, so it's basically puts fuel to the fire. And there we go, 381s. I'm about to take some more, guys, just before 4, and I'll be done for this trade. 380s, 378s. 378s. I guess not yet. I guess not yet. Okay, here we go. Okay, maybe another chance to take some more out. About I don't want to be too stingy. I could take some out now. 378, but 376, 380s. All right, taking some out. I'm watching 380s. Okay, 381s. All right, 380s. Okay, 378 guys, took some out. 378. Beautiful. I'm happy with that. There's a lot of selling pressure coming in, so that's why I couldn't hold this. But I still have enough to run this thing. The price action on this one has been beautiful. As I said, I'm gonna take back what I said about this being a reversal, and I'll show you why. And I think you understood what I meant by this earlier when I explained it. Sometimes you have to look back at the chart as well and realize you might have actually analyzed it wrong, right? This was one of the odd cases that I've realized that, look, I might be wrong on this one. That's why I actually took the second trade. I wasn't looking at second trade at all on this one. But something hinted there. Was very, for me, it was very clear. But I don't know, for you guys, it might take a while for you to understand it. But CFRX, again, beautiful trade, huge trade, this area here, this trade. Basically average of about 50 cents on this one. And then the last was just a 10% add there, 15% add, which got stopped out here. Still a winner, massive winner. And PRST basically is still running for my second trade. First trade was massive, and second trade already looking big, because on this one, stop was only about 20 cents, 15 cents. Beautiful. Yeah, I mean, if you swing, I mean, these things depends really. I really wouldn't like to swing these. I normally like to swing things that are already looking very stable on the daily. This is not stable. This is not a stable daily, guys. No way I'm gonna swing that. Maybe I'll swing it if I have like 10%. Even then, I probably wouldn't be very comfortable. I would rather swing something like when it comes to daily. Look at this. I mean, IoT, right? Can I maximize this? Right. So IoT, look at this daily. And although yes, volume is a problem, but very stable move, right? Uptrending, pulls back, creates a nice little pattern, breaks it with decent volume. Volume could have been better here on the break, but hey, we can't ask for much, and carries on. This also has potential for some days of run. Same goes for Mara. Was even better because Bitcoin, I showed you the daily on Bitcoin. Basically, we were looking at this one. We had a huge congestion after the move up. Huge. It's like very difficult to say. It's like, it's not a continuation pattern, but it's just definitely a nice little congestion before it starts to break out. This right here was a good sign that it was ready to break out with the volume picking up, as you can see. And that came in with the Bitcoin's price action. If you look at the Bitcoin, this is the ETF for the Bitcoin, basically. It's not really ETF, it's like a trust fund or something like that. So Bitcoin was doing this, and it's just, this is why I was looking at this, and I mentioned it on the general chat, like, guys, get ready for Bitcoin to like really go for it. Like, look at this. I mean, this is a nice little initial primary move. This is your pause. That's your move to the upside. Although today it's not looking really good. This is it's gapping down, but it did move 1, 2, good 3-4 days of move, whereby Mara was Mara did actually 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 days of move and still going. Same goes for Riot. So the daily on these ones are far better than these ones that are running today. These ones, you see, it runs, yes, but look at the drop as well, right? This thing is still holding on, which is great, because the more it holds, the more chance of it squeezing again. Look at the volume, right? Look at the volume picking up. Boom. Great trading on this one, guys. I'm really happy with this. And I'm happy with the loser as well, the one that we had on CNSP. Although my stop was under here, by the way, guys, under here, I would still be in it, but I wouldn't be comfortable holding this all the way through. So I exited way early with a very small share size. So that's like a 0.2 hour loser or something like that. Very small loser. These, however, are looking rather nice. See that heaviness came in here. So I am kind of expecting a bit of a pullback. Yes. But I wouldn't like it to be taking the 3 out. If it does, then I'll be out on it. Still, again, a very decent trade. I could actually wait for, I mean, the 3 is like a worst case scenario break. This is a worst case scenario. I would definitely find a better area to put my trailing stop, for sure. Especially if it starts to take out the high of day. Now, if this takes out the high of day, perfect area would be 340, under 350 trailing stop right there. Perfect area, and then I can just leave it to do its thing. Because it's already done all I need it to do. I'm back, baby. So we were looking at the swing ideas. AMD, unfortunately, is like, I was kind of really tempted on the 90 break there. This is why you don't go against the VWAP, right? If something is trading under VWAP, doesn't matter how good the daily looks, you just ignore it. This is a great example. Look at that. 90 breaks, yes, about 20 cents, and then comes crushing down. But in the next few days, as I said, this will turn into a really nice swing opportunity as well. That's why I'm keeping AMD. Roblox is one of theirs. The Roblox was also in the list. Now it's not there anymore. It's completely gone. It's void. The daily is completely. This was my trend line here, as you can see, and it just completely broke it, and the trade is no more. The idea is there no more. So please remove Roblox from your list. We can still keep FNGU because, let's have a look at FNGU. We can keep FNGU because its daily still looks good to me on the break of 96, 97s. Right here, 96 on the break. We could see that in the next few days. Let's have a look at the other ones before I go, guys. I might go after this. I want to see if I can spot anything else for the swing ideas. SPY is washing down, so we are going to see the big names basically get weaker as well. PRST is actually going for it. I can't keep my eyes off of it, obviously, because it's just running. 377, 380s are getting attacked again and getting washed, getting heavily shorted from there. So it depends. If it's strong enough, if more people are getting in to, load up on this one, then it's going to hold. If they give up, then it's going to be a bigger wash coming in, which I can withhold. But just imagine 380 breaks. For example, this is a beautiful price pattern. Look at this pattern, guys. Yes, this area here, forget about that, but look at this pattern, right? So every time it actually went up to these areas, every time it actually got rejected, but it didn't go very far. It really didn't go very far. I was kind of thinking that this will take out the VWAP and then all of a sudden it will drift down from there, but it never did. It actually hung around 3. So every time it actually pulled back to 3, it actually started bouncing. And over here, it was like bringing in more volume. Look at this. Look at this thing. Over here, very quiet. All of a sudden, this thing brings in the volume. This thing brings more volume. You had plenty. You had 1, 2, 3 bars to consider this. And then the fourth one, you had to be blind not to take this. So, yeah. Beautiful. Slash. Obviously, it's a squeezer today, so it's squeezing the hell out of short seller. PRST, yeah, I don't think you can on the Colmex. As I mentioned, sub $5 stocks you cannot. I don't think you can even trade CFRX. Sub $5, sub $7 stocks you can't. Sometimes even like sub $10 stocks you can't trade. This is looking even better for an ad right now. 380 break. Okay, there we go. 385, 390. There it goes. There it goes towards 4. 397s. 4 is getting hit. I think 4 probably wouldn't hold the way it's going, so it's looking really decent. Loving it. I'm loving it, guys. This is amazing. Oh, really? Oh, in that case, trade zero. Trade zero, buddy. Trade zero. You'll have to pay $60. I think about $60 for the data if you want to use their platform, which is Zero Pro platform. Look at this thing. $4. Trading at $4 right now. I'm gonna take some out here, guys. 396. Let's see if I can take very close to 398. That's fine. 396 is fine. 396, guys. Took some out. It's fine. Perfect. And I can now, as I mentioned, guys, 340, under 345 is the stop loss. You can even put the hard stop on this bad boy and just leave it alone and just let it do its thing. Only about, what, 20% left on this one. Okay, yeah, good. I mean, you don't have to look. When was the last time I actually traded these small caps or small price stocks? It's been a while. It only comes in once in a while. I mean, only recently I might have been looking into it, but for the past 2 months or so, I haven't been trading them. I've been trading mostly the big names, whatever is related to SPY or things like that's theme-based AIs and BBAIs and all that, you know, which you definitely can trade. Like, for example, Riot, Mara, all that, you could. Any swing ideas I mentioned, you should be able to trade because they are over $10, most of them anyways. So things like DKNG. Wow, DKNG is pulled back, so this could provide a decent opportunity. Watch for DKNG, guys. If DKNG starts to PRST, forget about the DKNG at the moment, guys. PRST. PRST is the way to go. PRST, baby. Okay, let's go. Oh, yeah. Yeah, most of the swingers you should be able to. Even IoT, if you check IoT, you should be able to trade it. AMD, of course, FNG, of course. Most of those, Amara, Riot, all of those, you should be able to trade. I'm going to look before I go. I'm just managing this PRST because I could still. Okay, you know what? I could leave this alone now. I'm just gonna quickly go through some charts, guys, before I head off. I want to look at some of these potential swing ideas for you guys and for myself, obviously. Mara is at the top of the list, as you can see, but it's too late now. The entry was about sub $9 this day. Riot, same thing. It was here this day, sub $10. RXDX was also one of them, but I think it's been bought up. And this was also one of them, but it's too late. IQ. I traded this quite a bit. Maybe it's getting ready to move. I don't like the ATRs on it though. It's like only about 30 cents. Just don't like the ATR on it. But when it does move, it gets a nice, decent move. So IQ, it's not the cleanest chart, but we are seeing some sort of to be honest, never mind about the IQ. I don't like the volume on it on daily. DKNG we already talked about. KGC, let's have a look at this. It's going to take a while for it to be active or valid for a swing. Okay, so WW, this is one that actually was upgraded by Goldman Sachs. So this could provide some decent opportunities. If we see some sort of a pause, some sort of a continuation pattern on this one, we are going to look at that. IoT is definitely on the list, which is still on this big list. STNE, it could also provide something late for a week or so. This is gone. I mean, VKTX, I've been mentioning this for a long time. I've actually traded this quite a bit. This was it took us such a long time to actually break this this pattern. Look at this is the pattern I'm looking for, guys. Mostly, it's not specifically this one, but like the idea is still there, right? So if you want to have something that really decently moves with a catalyst, with something to do with a catalyst, it has to have that initial push, has to be with something decent, good news about the company or something, or it could be a nice little trending stock that is growth stock, right? And it actually pulls back and creates these nice little patterns, tightening patterns. Ideally, what you want to do is you want to see the price to be making higher. The lows of the daily should be higher and higher. So basically higher lows, right? The top doesn't really matter that much. The bottom is the more important bit, because that's what it tells you how much of a dip buying is coming in and where. So if you see lower lows, that's just, yeah, it's not going to work. You see this one? On each swing, we have, we are getting higher lows, higher swings, higher, even on the daily, look at this. Perfect. Higher lows, higher lows, higher lows, higher lows. Every single day is bringing consecutive higher lows. That's the trick here. And then your trade is on the break of the price structure. Beautiful. The only issue with this one was it actually did this. This is the day I was like, oh, shit, this is so strong stock. Catalyst is nice on was all. It should not do that. And after that, I completely ignored this and it went. This just went from 9 to 17. I was expecting it from there. So I did trade it, I think, around here, but with not much of a success. I'm not going to lie. GFI, not yet. On is getting ready. This one is also getting ready, guys. We'll watch this one as well. I'm gonna put it on the stocks swings in play. TGTX again. I hate that I missed this one. As you can see, I was watching this. Look at this price action. As I said, the top doesn't matter. The bigger price action, the bigger structure is there, but look at the smaller structure within the daily. Look at this. Look at these dip buys. Look at these dip buys, right? This is the clue. Once you start to notice something like that on a strong stock, on a growth stock, you can't ignore it. This is why I was really pissed about missing this one, TG, specifically this one, because I missed a lot of stocks for swings, but this one got me a little bit because it was too good to miss. This is looking interesting. Which one is this? EVNX. What's the volume on this one? Volume is very low though. Like we're talking about 4 million on average, 5 million on average. Still could lead to a really nice one, but I think we might still have a week of play on this one. If we do take out 15, there could be a play on this one. So we could put this one on our watch. The move to the upside is not that much, to be honest. I don't like the volume. I don't like the volume, but the daily is nice. Look at this daily. Look at this daily. Like we are in that pause and price structure area where it's actually pausing and starting to ready to go. So on the break of 14 even might be the chance to take it. And also on the break of 15. So this also I'm going to put on my watch of ENVX. On the break of 14, when I say on the break of 14, it needs to close above 14, at least on the intraday, and at least to stay above that if you're going to swing it. But 15 break will definitely confirm the momentum shift to the upside. Okay, so that's actually not bad. I'm explaining this today because it's Monday, and Monday is the day I update my swing list, guys. So if you have any questions about any of these, you can get back to me on the Discord or on the stream itself. But yeah, that's not... it's going to take a while. It's already gone. That's not gonna work. Up. Okay, this also looks interesting. It's ITCI. Range is okay. Volume is really bad. No, volume is really bad on this one. You've got to look at the volume. This is interesting because the move that happened could be due to the earnings. Yeah, this is interesting, guys. This also could be potential swing idea, but I don't think it's going to be in play for this week. Probably next week, because we haven't seen that structure happening around the pause or the pullback. No, but I'll keep that on the back of my mind. BMEA could be in play next week. This one, no. This one, ACLS, what's the volume like? Volume is not good. Volume, this one picked up the volume. Rita, also again, volume is not good. So we're actually going to the bottom of the barrel right now. Yeah, volume is just dying down. So that's it. That's pretty much it, guys, for the... This is yeah, it's gone. It's gone. Yeah, so that's it. So to recap what we were talking about when it comes to swing ideas, we have IoT that was in play here Friday or even Thursday, depends. Thursday might have taken you out, but Friday definitely it would have kept you, no matter where you took it, on IoT, and you would have held this thing. That's a continuous. That's one of the plays that I mentioned last week. IoT, okay. Anybody took that? You're laughing. DKNG was difficult one on Friday. Could have taken it on Friday here. Could still early, as I said today. Also, it could produce potential opportunities on this one. When it starts to break that 20, that's the confirmation basically. We are still early on this DKNG, I believe, but still opportunity is there. I had started very small on this one, and then on the break of 20, I will add to it, making it at the full position. Same goes for IoT as well. Friday I took this one, I can't remember, just over, I think, just midpoint here on the day, I think. So IoT and DKNG, IoT is gone. You can't trade that now, but DKNG is still valid. ENVX definitely could potentially be a swing idea. Only the volume is issue, but it could provide some decent run. Break of 14 and break of 15. So I'm looking for that. And this one is not yet ready. ON could be ready in the next few days or a week. And we have FNGU. I just don't like the daily on it, but it still could provide at the break of 96, 97s towards hundreds and 105, the high of day, high of the year, I guess. And then last but not least, we are talking about AMD. AMD is, I'm still waiting for this to pop and break this trend line and starts to create some sort of price action, which is very, very ideal to this one. Very similar to, this is what I want from it. So right now we're in the stage of the pullback, which is pullback, as you can see. We do have a bounce from the pullback. We don't want to take it on the bounce. Right, that's too early. We can, but you can start with the 10% if you have good size that you trade. But it's too risky still. But the area where you need to be interested is this, right? It's just the same thing over and over again, guys. Right? You see these patterns that's created. You pay attention to the low, not the high. The low of these strong stocks. If you start to see something that's going higher and higher and higher on the daily, and if you're watching that for swing ideas, don't ignore it, right? Same thing, we are expecting this. We're expecting this to be bouncing now and create some sort of a, within a week or so, create some sort of a play here, some sort of a structure that is giving us higher highs on the daily. It doesn't necessarily be, it's kind of hard to explain. But that's why it's not exact science, guys. It's not going to look exactly like this. But you know what I mean, right? You know what I mean. Like it starts to actually bounce and starts to gain momentum to the upside. That's when you start to take advantage of those intraday price action to actually swing that. So AMD could provide some opportunities in this week or next week for us for a nice possible bounce to the break of 102.50s. That's what I think. So those are the list of stocks that we're watching. Last one, FNGU, as I said, I'm not too keen on this one, but that is the list of stocks, and I'm gonna snapshot this, guys, and share it in the Discord so you guys can remember. Where's my Discord? Where's my Discord at? All right, guys, so here we go. Swing idea updated swing idea list, updated list for Monday, for what is it, guys? Third week of April? Third week of April 2023. Right? Third week, right? Or yeah, third week. Don't know why I didn't get that. So that's the updated list. Yeah, that's pretty much it, guys, and that's what I'm going to be watching as well for this week. I'm in on AOT and DKNG, and then ENVX, ON and AMD might be in play this week or next week. Watch that, guys. That's it. Zell, yeah, we are still live. We're still live. All right, guys. I think I'm gonna head off now that they updated my swing list. Before I go, this was a good trade, beautiful trade, and this is still playing out PRST. Although I think right now is look at this, guys. Pure reversal written on it if the volume supports it. It's just so, I mean, sometimes it's too good to be true, but this is head and shoulder reversal, and the volume, if the volume picks up, is the reversal, at least to the VWAP point. So after I go, I might get knocked out of this trade, the trailing stop around 345s. That's it. But still, guys, look, I mean, from this to this trade, this to this trade, look at this. We're talking, I've captured like 30% of this stock. 30%, guys. So I just can't ask for more. It's been a huge day, guys, huge. So I hope you had some success as well. I am seeing CNSP. Was it CNSP or CFRX? CFRX is creeping up. This is also interesting, guys, because we do have on CFRX a gap and go setup, and if it starts to reclaim that 3 again, it could run for another push. It depends. It really depends. If it starts to curl back up and break out 3, there could be some opportunities on it, because I'm seeing kind of like a I don't want to call it a reversal yet. It's not done it yet. But this is a beautiful reversal pattern to the downside. Anyways, guys, best of luck, and I will see you tomorrow around 8 a.m., 8:30 a.m. EST. Until then, take it easy, stay safe out there. Peace.